Hey, sports bettors, KG coming at you, and I want to talk about betting on MMA, mixed martial arts. And you say to yourself, well, I don't know anything about mixed martial arts. Well, neither do I, except I know that I don't need to know anything about MMA to be able to make money placing bets on it. Let me show you what I mean. I logged into Unibet this morning. Unibet has boosts every day, profit boosts that they're giving you. And if you're going to do nothing else, it's worth scrolling through all your books every day and at least betting the boosts. You should be able to do this once you get the hang of it. It really shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes or so. So it's a small amount of time that you're dedicating. And each of those profit boosted bets is likely going to give you massive positive expected value. So if all you do is bet the boosts, in the long run, you're going to come out ahead because all of those bets will be in your favor. So Unibet says, all right, you got a 25% profit boost on MMA. So I can bet on any of these fighters. And there's other bets you could choose too. You could choose the number of rounds or the method of victory. I like to keep it simple. So really what I'm looking for is I'm looking for kind of a small underdog. And the reason is, well, if you bet a big favorite, you're not going to win very much. And if you bet a big underdog, you won't win very often. So I'm looking for something that kind of balances those two things. So I'm looking for kind of a small underdog. My first thought was, hey, maybe Nate Diaz. Maybe that's what I should be thinking about. Unibet has him priced at plus 106. So to find out whether or not that's a good bet, I need access to software to help me out. And my favorite software program for sports betting is OddsJam. So I go to OddsJam, and what that does is for MMA, it'll tell me who's got the best lines on every single fighter. So I can line shop, and this is hugely helpful. So I'm thinking about Nate Diaz at plus 106. But if I look up that match on OddsJam, I can see that, whoa, if I really want to bet on Nate Diaz, if I have bet online as a sports book, and I do, I should bet him there for plus 133. That's so much better. It's not even close. Why would you bet him at plus 106 if you can bet him at plus 133? So even with the boost, I don't think that's the best place to use it. So I am going to look instead at the very first match because that had a small underdog. Right here, we've got Johan Lainez at plus 102 against Darian Weeks, who's the favorite at minus 125. Well, let's see how that matches up against the other books. So it's the first match. Looks to me like the best line you can get on Johan Lainez is plus 106 at FanDuel. Unibet wasn't that bad. It was plus 102. So that's a little bit closer to the best that I can do. And if I want to go further into it, I can click specifically here and it'll show me every single book. The reason I'm doing that is I want to know, what does the sharpest sports book in the world think about what the odds ought to be? So I'm going to look at Pinnacle. Pinnacle is the sharpest sports book in the world. They're saying that Lainez ought to be even money, plus 100. Well, I'm getting better than that. On Unibet, they're going to give me plus 102, so it's a touch better. You're not getting enough to overcome the juice. So if it was just a straight up bet, it's pretty good, but you're still negative expected value. The reason I'm going to choose it here is it's valuable now if I use a profit boost. Because if I get a 25% profit boost, well, that's going to take it from plus 102 all the way up to plus 128. And that's what I did. So I'm getting an extra 26 points of value here. And again, this was something that Pinnacle thought should be even money. That's huge in my favor. So I'm going to take that for as much as I can. It's 25 bucks. That's all I can do. But again, if you're doing this every day, and we got 3 or 4 boosts every day, and you've got 6 or 7 sports books, it's worth doing. It's a get rich slowly kind of technique. And that's what makes it so fun for me. So just wanted to show you how that works for a Unibet boost on something that I know nothing about, mixed martial arts. Until next time, we'll see you then.